Hi, it's Mike, and in this pit stop video I want to talk about multi-system chaos and whether you're suffering from that, and really want to open a debate with you. We did an audit over the last few weeks of all the systems that we run in our business, and with 16 different systems, 16 different systems in our business. So I think over the years we sort of try different pieces of software. Some are on paid subscription, some are free, and they seem to just stick around. And what was interesting, it wasn't just the number of systems that we had, it was how different people in as teams were either favouring those or using those. And I'm also going to share with you at the end of this what we've actually done about it, to try and help you sort of shortcut some of the processes that we've just done. And I say it's probably not more than that over weeks. It's probably really starting more beginning of the year, so that's like 4 or 5 months if I'm being honest, but really came to a head over the last sort of 5 or 6 weeks. So we counted down, and I might not list them all here, but to give you an idea, our main core platform is HubSpot. We also have Infusionsoft as a legacy system in there. You have Teamwork Projects, we have Shopify, we have Recharge, we have Mention, Intercom, in there, with ConvertFlow, just straight out of the gate there for some marketing options and project management systems. We have Xero for financial systems, and many more. Evernote as an example, from there, Adobe Creative Suites, and they've all got different purposes, and you cannot get rid of them all, and specific departments require specific software, like our graphic design team and creative team. They need it, in design and Creative Suite, where nobody really rest in the business needs it outside of Adobe Reader or something. So I get that, but the first thing that we did is we looked at which systems are used by common people, in common departments. So where is the consistency? What does everybody use? And of course HubSpot and Infusionsoft came up to mind, and we're paying for 2 premium subscriptions there, so the transform and migration into HubSpot means that Infusionsoft had to go. But ultimately, I think the biggest part that I wanted to sort of get across to you is, do that audit. Just do a check on how many systems that you've got. Tally up what you're actually paying for, and whether you need them, and whether they're customer focused, internal focused, supplier focused. For example, all our contractors, we work on Zoom. And that's a pretty integral part of our sort of business model, being able to communicate in real time, away from email, away from just the project management system, and that's a pretty impressive tool. I know a lot of people use Slack, and that's a great tool as well if you like that. So really, I just wanted to sort of talk about multi-system chaos, and what we found, that each department had their own favourites. Some people like to use Notes on their Apples, the Notes app. Others people like to use Evernote. But there was no sort of common sort of ground. And our challenge was, how do we pull that together and bring that so we can reduce the number of systems and reduce the amount of subscriptions and confusion, and keep all the data in one place, especially with the GDPR, all over us with storing data. Multi-system chaos is an issue. So I just want you to think about that. And how we approached it was we did an audit, and we asked all our teams, our creative team, our fulfillment team, our sales team, our strategy team, web creative, SEO team, what is the number one things that you need to get done? The SEO team said, we need Ahrefs and SEMrush and things like that, and their specific tools. The creative team said they needed it in Creative Suite. So the first thing that we did, we cut all the specialist software out and systems, and obviously isolated those as essentials to make sure that they could do the job. But then what we did, we really zoned down and doubled down on the common systems that everybody used, and it was surprising. So now we're just in the final stages of we're already on HubSpot, but migrating everybody's training sessions into HubSpot. We've managed to obviously get CRM, sales pipeline, so we don't have Pipedrive or anything like that anymore. We've lost Intercom. Intercom's a great live chat tool, by the way, but we've parked that and gone onto the HubSpot Conversations and the new HubSpot Service Hub tool, which gives us the chatbot, the conversations, a central inbox, for absolutely everything there. So HubSpot's really taken over that. We've kept our Shopify online store linked into HubSpot again, and then Evernote again, we've kept that for sort of thing, but we've upgraded it for the small cost it makes to a team version, so we've now got team sharing. And finally, what we're doing is we're currently on Teamwork, but we're evaluating a product called Acello, which is a more front to back end project management system with Client Portal. We've introduced a wiki, like a new Wikipedia type page through HubSpot as well. So what I'm hoping to get to is a HubSpot as a central solution, Shopify running the e-commerce coming into HubSpot, Acello or Teamwork running the project management coming into HubSpot, and then ultimately our team have got a very tight, insular, central hub where all the content and information is there. Obviously HubSpot runs all our marketing integration and funnels and things like that as well. So I just wanted to give you a thought about that, and just those two quick tips. One, isolate all the specialist software that specific departments are going to need, and then two, drill down and see if you can do an audit and a checklist of what each department, what each team does, and what central system you could try and use. And at the minute we're certainly going to end up with less than 5 taking in finance, and specialist tools out, and hopefully if we can get it down to 3 tools which are central, it's going to be easier for us team, easier to induct new employees, easier to manage, easier to track, and more cost effective. So try and avoid the multi-system chaos. If you've got any questions, you want to shoot us a message, how we've done it or how we've approached it, be more than happy to share that with you. And ultimately, as always, if you want to use the hashtag #TheOpenMic on Twitter or hashtag growth engine, myself or the team will get those answered for you. So as always, get in the game, go do the hustle, go make it happen, and I'll catch up with you on another pit stop real soon.